You open your eyes, something's wrong, the world feels off, empty.
You sit up in bed, heart racing. The silence is deafening. No birds chirping, no distant traffic, nothing.
You stumble to the window. The street below is deserted. No cars, no pedestrians, just an eerie stillness.
You pinch yourself. It hurts. This isn't a dream. It's worse. A nightmare you can't wake up from.
Panic sets in. You grab your phone. No signal. You turn on the TV. Static. The radio. Nothing but white noise. You're alone. Completely and utterly alone.
The realization hits you like a punch to the gut. You run outside, screaming for help. Your voice echoes off empty buildings. No response, just the sound of your own desperate cries.
You're the last person on Earth. Or are you even on Earth anymore? This can't be real.
But it is, and it's only the beginning.
You wander the streets, looking for signs of life, any life. There are none. The cars are empty, shops abandoned, parks deserted. It's as if everyone vanished in an instant, leaving you behind.
Animals are gone too. No dogs barking, no cats prowling, not even insects buzzing. The world is a museum, perfectly preserved, but utterly lifeless. You're the only exhibit that moves.
You try to rationalize. Maybe it's a prank, a social experiment. But deep down you know, this is something else, something beyond explanation. You're trapped in a world that shouldn't exist.
The isolation is suffocating. You've never felt so alone, so small, so insignificant.
You scream again, just to hear a human voice, even if it's your own.
The silence that follows is crushing. You're truly completely alone.
You grab a pencil, paper, and begin to draw. Your hand shakes. The first lines are wobbly, uncertain. But as you continue, something changes. The lines become smoother, more confident, as if guided by an unseen force. You're creating. But will it be enough? Narrator, media, person looking uncertain and overwhelmed while drawing, voice fading in the background. The voice fades, leaving you with your task. Your mind races. You've never been an artist. How can you create life? But failure isn't an option. S1. Media. Person looking distressed, thinking failure is not an option. It sounds impossible, insane. But in this world, the impossible is your only option. You have no choice but to accept. S5. Media. Person looking resigned to their fate, accepting the impossible task. Suddenly, a voice. Not human. Not quite. It fills your head, explaining your situation, your challenge, your only chance at survival. Draw, create life, or die trying. The rules are simple and terrifying. You must draw AI humans and animals, bring them to life in 24 hours, or face the consequences.
The clock is ticking. You can feel it. Every second that passes is one closer to your doom.
You draw frantically. Humans, animals, anything you can think of, hoping quantity will make up for quality.
But it's not just about drawing. You need to bring them to life, make them real. How, you don't know, but you keep going, pushing through the fear, the doubt, the crushing weight of your task.
Hours pass. Your hand cramps. Your eyes strain. But you can't stop. Won't stop. The alternative is too horrifying to contemplate.
You draw faces, bodies, fur and feathers, hoping for a miracle.
As the deadline approaches, panic sets in. Have you done enough? Will any of this work?
The uncertainty is maddening, but you push on. It's all you can do. Draw or die. Those are your options. There is no middle ground.
Something's happening. Your latest drawing, it's moving.
You blink, rub your eyes. It's still moving. The lines are shifting, changing, taking on depth, dimension, life. You've done it. Somehow, impossibly, you've done it. The figure steps off the page, looks around, looks at you. It's alive, real. As real as you are in this unreal world.
You laugh, cry, both at once. It worked. You're not alone anymore.
But one isn't enough. You need more friends, companions, a whole world to replace the one you've lost. You draw faster, more confidently, each creation coming to life more quickly than the last. Soon your room is filled with your creations. Humans, animals, fantastical creatures born from your imagination. They move, speak, interact. You've created life. But will it be enough to save your own? Creating life isn't enough. The voice returns, reminding you of the next step. Befriend your creations, make connections, build relationships, or face the consequences. It's not enough to be a creator, you must be a friend.
You approach your creations. Nervously at first. They're strange, alien, born from your mind but separate from it. Will they accept you or reject their creator? You take a deep breath and start to talk.
To your relief, they respond. They're curious, friendly, eager to learn about you and the world. You talk for hours, sharing stories, jokes, fears, building bonds that feel impossibly real for beings that didn't exist hours ago. As you connect with each creation, something changes. The world feels less empty, less terrifying. You're building a new society, a new family, born from your imagination but growing beyond it. You're no longer alone, but is it enough?
You look at your creations, your friends. Will they be enough? Have you formed true bonds, or are they shallow imitations of friendship? The uncertainty gnaws at you. You can't know for sure. Not until it's too late. The deadline approaches. You've done all you can. Created life. Formed friendships. But is it enough? Narrator. Media. Person receiving a haunting warning from a voice. The voice returns. A warning. A reminder. Fail to complete your task. Fail to form true friendships. And the consequences will be dire. You'll die in your sleep. An invisible, painless death, but a death nonetheless. The threat hangs over you, coloring every interaction, every moment. You try to push it aside. Focus on the connections you're building, but it's always there, in the back of your mind. The price of failure.
The fear of failure, of eternal sleep, of being trapped in this nightmare forever. It's almost paralyzing, but you can't give up. Not now, not ever. For Section 8, the promise of freedom. There's hope, a grand prize. The voice whispers of it. Success means freedom, wealth beyond imagination, and most importantly, waking up, escaping this nightmare, returning to the real world. It's tantalizing, almost too good to be true, but can you trust it? In this world of impossibilities, can anything be believed?
You want to, need to. It's the only thing keeping you going. The promise of escape, of normalcy, of life beyond this strange, empty world.
You cling to this promise. Use it to push through the fear, the doubt, the exhaustion. It becomes your mantra, your lifeline. Succeed and wake up. Fail and sleep forever. The stakes couldn't be higher. Your creations sense your determination. They rally around you, offering support, encouragement. They want you to succeed, to wake up, even if it means leaving them behind. Their selflessness touches you, strengthens your resolve. You can do this. You must do this. Section 9, Mastering the Art of Creation. As time passes, you improve, each drawing more detailed, more lifelike. You're no longer just creating, you're crafting, sculpting life with pencil and paper. It's exhilarating, terrifying. You're playing God in a godless world. Your creations evolve too, becoming more complex, more real. They develop personalities, quirks, dreams and fears of their own. They're no longer just drawings, they're people, animals, living, breathing beings, and they're all looking to you.
The power is intoxicating, overwhelming. You could create anything, anyone. Reshape this empty world in your image. But with great power comes great responsibility and the ever-present threat of failure.
You push yourself harder, creating more, better, faster. Your hand moves almost of its own accord, bringing life into the world with every stroke. You're no longer just surviving, you're thriving. But will it be enough to earn your freedom? Section 10. Battling Inner Demons. As the deadline nears, doubt creeps in. Have you done enough? Created enough? Formed enough friendships? The uncertainty is crippling. You look at your creations, your friends. Are they real enough? True enough? Will they save you? The pressure builds. You start to crack, snapping at your creations, pushing them away, then desperately pulling them back. Your emotions are a roller coaster, up and down, hope and despair. You're losing control.
Your creations try to help, to comfort you. But how can they understand? They've never known any life but this, never faced the threat of unmaking, of eternal sleep. You're alone in your fear, your desperation.
But then something changes. A moment of clarity. You realize this was never about quantity, about creating an army. It was about quality, about true connections. You look at your creations, your friends, and for the first time you truly see them, not as drawings, but as beings, as family. Section 11, the final decision. The deadline is here. You can feel it. The world holding its breath, waiting, judging. You stand surrounded by your creations, your friends, your family. They look to you, trusting, loving. You've done all you can. Now it's time to face the consequences. The voice returns, one last time, offering a choice. Stay in this world you've created, rule as its God, or risk everything for the chance to wake up, to return to reality. It's tempting, the power, the control, but is it real?
You look at your creations. They understand. They're ready to let you go, to face whatever comes next. Their love, their support. It gives you strength, courage. You've created something beautiful here, but it's not real, not truly. You make your choice, close your eyes, and leap into the unknown, hoping, praying, that when you open them again, you'll be back in the real world, that this nightmare will be over, that you'll have survived the ultimate test, draw or die. You chose to draw, and now you choose to live.